How do you ensure that you set yourself up for a successful launch? One where you are not launching to crickets. This video is actually the last video in my series of Create a Course with Me. If you want to watch the rest of those videos in the series, you can check out this playlist right here. But let's assume you've gone through all of that and you now have your course ready. What do you need to do now in order to make sure that your audience is warmed up and ready to buy? Stay tuned because I'm going to be sharing what you should do before your launch, during your launch, and after your launch to ensure you get the most sales possible. Okay, so before I dive into the content, I am excited to let you know that I am actually in the middle of a launch myself. So I am launching my own online course, which is called Teach with Video, and you can find a link in the description below, which will take you to my free masterclass if you want to check that out. If you are watching this a couple of weeks later than posting, you will probably have missed the masterclass, but you can still click on the link below because that will take you to a page which will give you more information on the course and when it will next be available. So just a little bit about the course so you know whether it's worth it to click on the link below. It's basically a course that will take you through the entire video production process of creating your online course. So we'll look at the pre-production side of things like creating your outline and your script to make everything go smoother and quicker. We'll look at getting good audio, lighting and camera, and also how to make your editing go easier and faster, as well as how to feel more comfortable and confident on camera. So it's everything that's involved in really the video production side of things of creating your online course so that you can create a professional looking course that boosts your credibility and the value of your content. Now, I am going to be including some extra bonuses for this launch, so be sure to check out that link if you're interested, but I'm not going to go into a whole lot more detail because we need to get to the content for this video. Okay, so let's dive into launch strategy, and the first thing you want to do is to come up with a pre-launch runway, and this is basically the period of time leading up to the launch, so there's no selling during this time at all. It's all really preparing your audience ready to be ready to receive the offer that you're going to be providing them in terms of the course when you do come to sell. So this is the time when you could be doing Facebook Lives, for example, and answering typical objections that people might have, addressing any limiting beliefs that they have around why they can't do whatever it is that you're going to be offering, maybe reminding them of their goals and desires as to why it's so important that they do whatever it is that you're going to be offering. All of those kind of things would be great topics to address in your Facebook Lives as you lead up to your course launch, because then you're getting people warmed up and ready in their mind, thinking that yes, they can do this, yes, they do want to do it, and you know, you're kind of breaking down those barriers before you even get to the launch period itself. Now, during these Facebook Lives, you also want to make sure that you are giving a call to action, and you want to make sure people are getting onto your email list. So have a freebie of some kind where they can get some value. So maybe you've got a checklist or something. Could be a number of different freebies. Check out this video for some ideas. But basically you want to give a reason for people to get on your email list during this time. And as you get closer to the actual launch date, when your webinar is going to be available, you can then encourage people to get onto the webinar registration or to get into your group for your Facebook challenge and all that kind of thing. So that is all the pre-launch strategy in order to actually warm up your audience subconsciously and get them ready to be wanting what it is that you have to offer them when it comes time to launch. Okay, so you finished the pre-launch runway and it's time to launch your course, and there's various different ways that you can do this. You can check out these videos here for that. But I really encourage you to give a lot of value, because you don't want people to walk away feeling like they've wasted their time with you, because then they're not going to come back. There are going to be people that show up and now is not going to be the right time for them to buy, but they are going to be in the back of their mind be thinking, when it is the right time, I'm coming back here to purchase this course. So you really want to give a lot of value so that people feel that way, even if they don't buy, you know, on this particular launch that you're going to be doing. You do want to add bonuses as well in order to make the course offer sweeter. So think about things that they might have objections to, that you could have a bonus for that would address that objection. So as an example, maybe time is one of those things, and you can offer a time-saving bonus that will help them to be able to do your course because, you know, that objection is removed. Another thing which would be great as a bonus is to add a personal touch. So maybe you can add some group coaching or personal coaching, maybe a fast action bonus for the first 10 that sign up. You'll give 1 hour free coaching, for example. Those kind of things can really sweeten the deal and encourage people who are maybe on the fence to take that leap because of all of the extra value that you're going to be offering in terms of the bonuses as well as the course itself. Okay, so there's a lot of work to still be done after the webinars are finished. So you want to make sure that you have a replay option available for those who weren't able to make it live. Remember, there are different time zones that people are in, and people work different shifts and that kind of thing. So not everyone can actually make a webinar live. So do make sure that the replay is available. Also, make sure that you have an email sequence follow-up so that all those who attended the webinar will get this sequence, and it will remind them of what it is that you're offering. It will remind them of why they should buy now because of the bonuses and all of that kind of thing, and it's not going to be available forever. You can address limiting beliefs, you can share stories and testimonials, and address objections and other frequently asked questions, all of those things in the emails, and I would encourage you to do that. I would also encourage you to do a live Q&A as well to answer some of the most common questions, so you can promote that for people to join in if they're on the fence and that kind of thing. I would also encourage you to reach out personally to your hottest leads. So those people that you think are most likely to buy, you can reach out and chat to them and really help them to know whether that's the right decision for them at this time. So all of these things can be done post-webinar, before cart close, in order to help create more conversions so that by the time cart closes, you've got a lot more sales. Okay, so that's the overview of how to approach a course launch, and don't forget, this is the last video in this series of Create a Course with Me. And also don't forget, I am in the middle of a launch myself, so if you want to join me for my free masterclass, please check out the link below and we can look at how to use video to create your own online course. And don't forget, there's some extra bonuses as well, so you really want to join me for that if you can. And remember, if you are watching this after the date, you can still click on the link and you can find out when the course will be available next time. And I'd also be interested in knowing, what is your biggest takeaway from this launch strategy? Let me know below. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications on more videos related to creating online courses using video. Stay creative, and we will talk soon.